Now we're live. So you're going to usually want to be a little closer. So, but right now, let's see what we have. One we are. So you're going to. The system should have already sent out a reminder though. Usually want to be a little closer. We can just do sharing like a cover screen. Okay, what do I do with the PDF? Let's close that. Okay, lost the PDF. Oops. Lost the whole screen. Here we are. Okay. So we're going to just take the screen out. Just gonna leave it there for a minute. I'm going to with my phone. I'm going to join the Hangout.
Will that create like a delay or like will we hear it?
No. Well, I mean, I'll mute it out.
I'm like, where's everybody's coming? Okay, so when we screen share, we'll be able to do that.
Um,
It's an interesting little deal.
the software.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate. It happens sometimes.
So in the wrong time.
Wrong. So I did this. Hang on. I checked it too.
But it's 1 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's the problem. It happens sometimes. Thought I had it right this time. Checked it.
Oh, mercy.
stuck on it. Oh, God.
Whatever.
No, I can't remember what I had to. That stupid setting. Sorry. There it is. Bastard.
Right. Not for nothing, but it's 10 past, so I'm assuming nobody's coming, right?
Oh, no, we just,
What are we gonna just do? We want to shoot part of it and do it.
okay. See, we're live right now. We have 2 viewers. Yes, Susan Campbell said we're live. So,
Good, somebody's there.
yes, someone's there. So, hey, Susan, I guess you're on there. Can you see the chat bar? If so, can you send something to us via chat? Right now we have 2 viewers. Okay. Check our chat function, make sure chat is working. Just turn it off. Okay. Q&A. All right. Well,
Let's go.
we can go ahead and record. We can go ahead and record and then play it later, or we can just do it again in another week. And it gives us an opportunity to send it out again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Send it out again. We do the recording just so that we can
So we can see what it looks like.
see what it looks like. Okay. So, good afternoon. Thank you for meeting with us today. I am Mark Griffin, and my partner here is Bob Blackburn, the master disaster of network of business development. So Bob's gonna be running most of this show. I'm the guy with I set up the a webinar, and I just try to make sure everything works the way it's supposed to. Bob's the man who's going to bring all the ideas and basically the new game of business to you. So without any further ado, pass it on to Bob.
Hey, Mark, thank you. And thank you, everyone, for coming today. I know it's not in technology like this is difficult sometimes, and we're working out all the bugs. So thank you for taking the time to be in part of this inaugural webinar that we're doing. This will be a very simple discussion today, and primarily what we want to talk about are the 5 leverage points that my mentor and friend Mitch Axelrod created back in 2008, and I have been using since to generate millions of dollars of business for a variety of different companies. So without further ado, I want to pull up our sheet here. And it's gone. Where'd it go? We're going to find it here for you in just one second. There we go. Hopefully everyone can see the chart, and really what I want to kind of communicate today is that your business going forward for the balance of this year and going forward into the years ahead really comes back to these 5 leverage points. And your business may be doing swimmingly well, and you may pick up a little tidbit here or there. Ideally, what this is for is to give you some framework in a way that I like to work with customers and clients is in identifying which of these 5 areas that you may have a sticking point, or one of these 5 areas may be the reason why that you're not as wildly successful as you'd like to be. So let's first talk about attracting clients and customers. And every business in one way, shape, form, or another is trying to attract their ideal client. But the reality is you have to begin with the end in mind. And who is your client? What does your client look like? Who are you? And what are you trying to accomplish, and what are you trying to communicate? So for all intents and purposes, you have to be able to understand who your business is and who your customer is and who you're trying to attract. I work with a lot of businesses, even in the network marketing arena, where they believe that everyone is a potential client, and I'm going to disagree. No, not everyone is a potential client, and that's what we have to find out. Who's your sweet spot? So who are you trying to attract? And when you attract them through either advertising, internet, websites, SEO, all of the things that Mark does with 7Vision, you get this pot of people that you have to talk to. And now you have to begin the buying cycle and qualify these people. And you got to remember that, again, not everyone is ready to buy. And you have to determine, if they're not ready to buy, what's their timetable? How can you serve them? How can you be that valued advisor? How can you be that product or service that they need when they need it? And you want to be on the top of their mind. But you've got to qualify them, and you have to determine where they are in their readiness. So let's talk about that. If are they ready to buy? Are you fishing where the fish are, or are you just throwing your net out and hoping something happens? When you qualify on a regular basis, you are creating a pipeline of success, And in creating that pipeline of success, you'll know where your next sale is coming from. Sit back, stop, think. Do I know where my next piece of business is coming from? So after I qualify them, I need to convert them. I need to have a process that works every time. And not that everyone buys every time, but the process works every time. Your process, how you take a prospective buyer or client through to your end result of giving them your product or service, that process cannot be shortchanged. You have to make sure that that process is foolproof. As you can talk about converting prospects into buyers, you're not selling them whatever it is that your product or service is. You've got to create an environment of buying. You have to create a buying environment. And that environment is you sitting next to that client or prospect and helping them to make a good decision in working with you. So now after we've converted you and now you're a customer, we want to keep you happy. We want you to stay with us. If that's a disposable or a renewable or reusable product, you want them to be continuously being a lifetime customer. If it's a service where it's a short-term service, you want to be able to stay first and foremost in that customer's mind because that person knows more people like themselves that's going to give you that opportunity. So how else do we keep your client? Well, you also have to communicate with them through various either email, texting, systems, web information, webinars, any way you can keep and communicate to that customer what you're doing and how you can continue to help them. Keeping a customer is hard. How many of you have a file folder full of people that are no longer customers of yours from one reason or the other? Maybe they no longer need your service. Maybe it was a usable service or product that they used and they didn't use it again. How many of you have a folder full of folks that used to do business with you and don't do it any longer? Wouldn't they be a great place to start to find some new business? And let's multiply it. We've got to put your satisfaction right in your bottom line, and you've got to multiply your opportunities. So if you look at the life cycle of this, you attract, qualify, convert, keep, and multiply, and do it again. And that's the bottom line to how we can help you get to the next level. It doesn't have to be difficult. It just needs to be focused. Are you having a problem attracting the right type of buyer? Are you having a problem qualifying them? Do you know what your process is? Do you have a process to convert that qualified person or business? Can you keep them happy? Are you working on a strategy that keeps your customer or client absolutely wildly thrilled with what it is you're doing for them? And now that you've done all of that, can you multiply it? Can you do it over and over and over again? Because the reality is this: you're good at what you do, and you know you're good at what you do, and you may be the greatest technician about your business or your process. The reality is, though, if you can't communicate that to someone else who has the ability to purchase it or pay for your time or service, you really don't have much of anything, and that would be sad. How do you stay in business? You got to attract them, qualify them, convert them, keep them, and multiply them. If anyone has any questions about those 5 leverage points as it may pertain to their business, go ahead in your chat line and go ahead and put that in for us. If you'd like, you can email us any questions you may have. I'd love to follow up with you in your business to talk about your specific situation. You can email us directly. We're going to put that up. I just would like to say, just in closing, is this. You don't have to spend millions and thousands and hundreds of dollars to get your business to the next level. You do have to invest in yourself and in the process, and you absolutely have to be honest with yourself as to what your strengths and weaknesses are. I believe we have the ability to help you get to that level. But you have to decide when you're ready. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with Mark and I today. We'd love to see you at a Commerce Exchange Network event. We would love to see you at any of our trainings and teachings. Thanks so much for spending some time with us this afternoon. We really do look forward to whatever's next. Until then, keep selling. Happy day.
Peace.
Oh.